And there's a very interesting principle of the theory of games. What is that makes a game interesting? What drives us to be so enamored of games, all the way from chess to video games? This is a consistent principle. And it's a paradox. Inside the game, it's terribly dangerous. You play chess, it's life or death. You know, you take the other pieces, the other person is attacking you, they want to kill your king, you want to kill their king. I mean, it's bloody war. Outside, doesn't matter. It's okay. I mean, you put another coin and you play again. Like a video game, you got killed. I mean, you hear people talking about video games, and you could imagine they are enlightened Buddhists. What happened? Well, I got killed, but then I still have 3 more lives, so I'm learning, and in my next life, I'm going to do it better. You know, talk about reincarnation. It's just you push the button, you reincarnate, and you try it again. So, without having to go from one life to the other, we can say in this life, we get killed over and over again. Our dreams disappear. I mean, we die as a child, and we are born as an adolescent, and so on. Every day, there's a small death and a small birth. So there's a possibility of saying, can I find something that goes beyond the fear of the moment, the anxiety of success and failure? And the good news is that yes, there's something beyond, something that is the ethical, absolute, rational, ethical principles of the fundamental human being. An example of this, very touching, is the movie The Seventh Seal. In this movie, Ingmar Bergman puts the stage during the Black Plague in Europe. So people are dying right and left. And there's a thread through the movie is a chess game between a knight and death. And over, death says, why are you playing? You know I'm going to win. At the end, you know I'm going to win, for sure. You can't win. And the knight keeps winning, and they play again. Because every time the knight wins, they have to play again. And death says, the day I win, we don't play again. You can win only for a little time, but then at the end, I'm winning. And when I win, it's over. And the knight never answers the question. But in the movie, there's the beautiful scene is the death is coming to take not just the knight, but a whole group of people that were with the knight, amongst them 2 young actors that just had a baby. And by playing chess, the knight distracts death, and this couple with the baby escape. And at the end, he dies. So the knights get taken by death, and it's a really scary scene where death just ties a rope around his neck and takes him. But even though he's being taken, he's smiling. So it's not that, he didn't win the game, but he won something. The way he played enabled something that was congruent with his values. So that I find it's the combination of things that allow people to be in business with guts, with courage, and also with respect for others. It's like, we're human beings. We're here to do the best we can. And maybe we'll win, maybe we'll lose, but we don't have to be so frightened. The only fear is the fear of losing myself. And that is not for someone else to determine. Even in a concentration camp, it doesn't depend on the others whether I lose myself or not. So, you think of Ulysses and the Sirens. How did he manage to go through all these temptations without losing his center? He said, I'm going to tie myself to a mast. I'm not going to close my ears. I'll listen, but I'm not going to follow these temptations. I'm going to stay true to this value, the mast. So in a way, I think like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, they have this song that is called Teach Your Children Well. And the song goes, you who are on the road must have a code that you can live by. And it's a little bit like creating a code of the business person. What's the ethical code? How are we going to be with one another? And that is much more important than winning or losing. So when you break the code, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, because you've lost something much more important. And I like to finish with these words of John Wooden, a very famous basketball coach. So, true success is the peace of mind that results from the satisfaction of knowing that you did the best you were capable of doing. Now, he ended up winning more championships, intercollegiate championships, than any other coach. But that was, he didn't win for many years. And then when he started winning, the UCLA won every year. So it's a fabulous demonstration. I think it's another one of my heroes. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For whoever sheds blood with me today will forever be my brother. So no matter where you come from, anybody who stands with me is my brother. There's a community it's a community of choice. It's not a community of genetics. Okay, but family, the family, when you say, well, we're family, blood is thicker, I don't know, I don't put much stock into that. But there's another type of family, which is the blood of values. So whoever takes a stand, whoever shares this code, whoever has these beliefs and these ethical principles and is going to fight this fight, this person will forever be my brother. It doesn't matter whether his condition is a commoner or a noble. Everybody is ennobled by this fight. And that's the famous phrase, no? The band of brothers. We stand together as a band of brothers. Now, people look at this and say, okay, well, that's movies. But I see this in business all the time. You don't need a war. Business is frightening. I mean, you start a project, you don't know what's going to happen. People lose their jobs. I mean, their family. I mean, it's very scary. I don't have to tell you that. But that fear or that possibility of bad things happening, it's also the ground on which courage can be tested, on which moral fiber, moral principles, it's where you can create a brotherhood or a sisterhood. To say, well, we stand together, and that makes us a band of brothers. That's who we are, and that's how we live.